Alright guys, here we go. I am Easy Mode's Ragey Poo, and if you tuned in last game, it was absolute pandemonium. I am going to attempt to cast this one. It's probably against my better judgment. My voice is totally spent, but I want to bring this to you guys. I want to show you this incredible matchup, because we have some big powerhouse players in here, and I'm really excited. So here we go. Bottom left-hand side, we do have TryHrd, Relic, and Imnotgrayson. Top left-hand side, we have SuprSP, Spidervenom, and SeexySauce from IsIrI. In the top right-hand corner, we have TryHrd's MasterMind and Ice. Bottom right-hand corner, we have IsIrI's AdolphCaesar and TryHrd XikaR. So here we go, matchup is underway, and already a commando out. My gosh, another commando each and every game. And that's going to be for MasterMind. We do have a Corruptor coming out from Ice. We have Reapers already. Oh, this is going to be incredible. I like seeing Reaper play. And a Ghost coming out for AdolphCaesar. Two Reapers, actually, for bottom left. Relic deciding, I think he's going to go for a 3 Reaper play. So, wow, this is incredible. Already starting off to be very interesting with lots of elites. I'm curious to see if we're going to see some tank play again. That was just so funny seeing Caesar with that early tank. And we have, oh wow, Hydralisks for top left-hand side. Hydralisks are a great unit to get in the early game, simply because they have high hit points. I mean, 270 hit points, and really good damage output. They're very strong, a very strong range unit. And Zealots for top right, with Sharpshooters for bottom right. Double Sharpshooter with that Ghost. That Ghost is going to be fighting with that Commando. Corruption going down on the units, and AdolphCaesar losing some units there, but XikaR and Caesar getting a nice little concave against MasterMind, able to push him back. Imnotgrayson deciding to go up the middle. He will be able to hold, and Relic, we saw him last game go with Zerglings. I bet you we could possibly see that Honey Badger play again. Not quite sure if it worked out for him too well. I think the Honey Badger itself was good, but he just wasn't able to get a whole lot of damage out. Forgive me, my voice is having a little bit of trouble. It was not happy with me. I was basically screaming last game. Last game was so intense. And I'm sure this game is going to be just as equally as intense. MasterMind fighting back and forth with SeexySauce at the top tower. It's the right tower also back and forth a little bit. And AdolphCaesar is going to be able to get it. Grayson and Relic deciding to hold middle. XikaR pushing forward. Meanwhile, top left, Spidervenom trying to make a play for middle, but he does decide to go back. SeexySauce is not there with him, and Ice just kind of going back and forth a little bit, seeing if he can pick off possibly a little bit of AdolphCaesar's units, but decides not to. Instead, he is going to try to go for the tower, and I think that's kind of a mistake, losing a bunch of Zealots there. Not really worth it. He lost more Zealots than than AdolphCaesar did. Sorry about that, folks. I did have to take a small little break. But I am back and ready for action again. Wow, Grayson's still able to take the middle. And bottom right, what are they going to do? It looks like bottom right and top right, the only thing that they're going to do is just kind of go back and forth at the towers. There is some back and forth between SeexySauce and MasterMind, while Grayson still holds the middle. Relic overextending those Reapers a little bit. Luckily, they weren't taken out. And look at this, XikaR deciding to go for a mothership, but his units are surrounded, and he could be in big trouble. The scan does go down, revealing those units. Eventually, that scan is going to run out. Will he have enough units to push back Grayson? And oh no, Grayson getting surrounded by Ice. SeexySauce slowing down the game. And Ice is going to take us around, but Spidervenom says, no way, sir, I want to get in a piece of that, and is going to surround Ice. So we have 3 people getting surrounded. That mothership is in trouble if not careful. It was hit by a flashbang grenade, so it's not going to be able to deal a whole lot of damage. That's really interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a flashbang go off on a mothership. And wow, Ice was able to stay in it regardless of the fact that he was basically trapped by 2 different teams. And what a play, the Corruptor almost getting killed. Guardian Shield going down, but that was quickly killed off. I think the Ghost probably just focus fired. And more back and forth going on. That mothership is being pretty effective, forcing scans. XikaR just saying, I don't care, and he's pushing in, killing a lot of MasterMind's units of supply. Getting very low, but XikaR still holding strong with almost 400 supply. Imnotgrayson back and forth. Oh my gosh, AdolphCaesar, Grayson, AdolphCaesar, who's going to win? MasterMind coming in. Oh, and Adolf is getting sandwiched. He's going to have to back out, losing some units there. That was really unfortunate, but this mothership is being so cost-effective right now. Forcing scans and really getting the players to stay on their toes. I can't wait to see some Vortex going down. Some key Vortexes would be great. Double Corruptors coming out from Ice and taking a look at the Units tab. We do have one Corruptor coming out from Spidervenom and two Corruptors for Ice. The Mothership, the Ghost for bottom right. And MasterMind with this Commando. Commando currently at level 1. He did decide to upgrade it. So I think he's going to be pushing for that strong Commando play. Not sure if we're going to see the Spectre similar to last game, but it could happen. Meanwhile, back and forth going between Spidervenom and Imnotgrayson. I think those Reapers, with great effect, are going to push back top left. Reapers are very powerful in the early game, especially against biological. Those flashbangs, if used right, are really effective. And look, they're really effective here. These Stalkers were able to blink in a little bit and get a lot of splash damage coming off on these units. And wow, this is just so much back and forth already going on. But surprisingly, not too much in the middle. A lot of it is going off right here on these Xel'Naga towers. And Relic able to hold his own. It looks like bottom left does have control of one tower. And bottom right trying to get control of both towers here. And oh no, Ice! What are you doing, buddy? You're losing so many units, and the Vortex does go down. And it looks like it was really only on XikaR's units. That could have been a defensive play to protect against Ice's Corruptors. I think that's exactly what it was. He was able to get those Corruptors out. They fly so quickly, and sure enough, Relic does get 3 Reapers. And some back and forth going on. An EMP able to take away some of the shields of the Stalkers. And a Corruption going down on AdolphCaesar's units on the bottom right side. Oh no, he's got to get out of there. What is he doing? Flashbang does go down on MasterMind's units. Really good flashbangs used. And look at this, Spidervenom is coming around on the backside. Is he going to be able to trap Grayson? No, in fact, he actually decides to back out. I think he just doesn't have quite the backing from SeexySauce. I want to see some more of that trolling. We heard earlier before the game started that there was going to be some epic trolling, and I'm not seeing it quite yet. Looking at the leaderboard, Grayson just taking a big lead, but actually, AdolphCaesar this time is really coming around from out of nowhere, currently at 4 ups for those sharpshooters. And look at this. We've seen Ice do it before, folks. He could be doing it again. Ice going for Warp Zealots. He is effective with those Warp Zealots. He's been able to win 1 or 2 games at least that I've casted with those. And we'll see if he'll be able to pull it out again this game. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he's going Warp Zealots. I love seeing this. Warp Zealots were used by AdolphCaesar in the previous game, but unfortunately not effective. He got them just a little bit too late. And let's get rid of the units tab so that way we can see this awesome action going on. Oh my gosh, so much back and forth. And let me see if there's a way that I can reveal everything without getting rid of the entire board. No, actually, I don't know how to do that. I don't know what button that would be. I want to be able to get rid of the scoreboard, guys. Grayson, though, I do want to see it at least for a second, because now I can see Grayson is pulling out in first. MasterMind trying to catch up with a close second. And oh no, these Warp Zealots are going to come out. Are we going to see a Corruption go down on these units? Yes, a Corruption does go down. Double Corruption? No, actually, he doesn't corrupt the other units. And the Warp Zealots are just going to town. Ice's units, oh my gosh, his money is just going up like crazy, gaining at least 200 minerals from that. Oh, that could have been a bad blink there. It looks like Ice trying to figure out where he's going to go. He wants to avoid XikaR at all costs. And he could be losing all these Warp Zealots. He walks right into XikaR's units, and yes, they just melt away. The Mothership taking some damage from the Corruptors, but they weren't just able to do enough damage. Flashbang does go down on AdolphCaesar's units, and AdolphCaesar's got to be careful. He could lose a bunch of these units, even though they are at 4 attack with the Flashbang. It pretty much reduces them down to nothing. Flashbang does severely reduce the range that your units can attack at. They have to attack a little bit closer. And whoa! What is this? SeexySauce decided out with a Colossus. That must have been some of the cheese that SeexySauce was talking about. We'll see if he'll make it happen. He's currently, it looks like he's almost, he is in last place. And the, oh wow, the Ragnarok beam does kill. Oh, cheese indeed, sir, cheese indeed. So he was able to kill, like, with ease, kill the commando for MasterMind. That was super funny. SeexySauce saying, easy, you just got easied, buddy. He just set his opponent to easy mode. That was incredible. Corruptor going down. XikaR, wow, he's just being, or I'm going to say XikaR doing a lot of damage to that Corruptor, and he did kill it. I think Ice needs to get another Corruptor, because double corruption is going to be so good for these Warp Zealots. Oh, but I think going in with the Warp Zealots would be really a big problem, because Sharpshooters with 4 attack, buddy, I just don't think you can do it. You have no ups so far currently. And there we go, Vortex going down on that ramp, and oh my gosh, if he had force fields right now, he would just be a happy camper. Oh, he would have been able to trap all of Grayson's units. Buddy, get some sentries and use a force field to great effect. You would have gotten so much money. And whoa, and Odin coming out top left, deciding to be crazy strong on the hero side. This is in fact the cheese that they were talking about. But they got to be careful, because Grayson does have a lot of money. And oh man, I just want to see the force fields. Do you understand how much money you could have had if you had force fields? Get some sentries, XikaR. I'm begging you. I want to see some force field play. It is so funny to see them get trapped by force fields. And wow, this is crazy. SeexySauce able to, they're actually able to take both towers to the left and the top tower. Ragnarok beam coming in, trying to take out the Reaper. I think the Reaper was able to escape. Looking at the units tab, nope, I think he was able to kill off one of them, if not 2 of them. And this mothership is just being crazy good, really cost effective, making the opponents use scans, but still just so strong. I mean, his units are taking out people left and right. Currently Sniper with 3 attack. Oh my gosh, and he just got the Rax range upgrade for them. He does need 1 more upgrade to bring them up to 6.2. And the Warp Zealot's still with no ups. I want to see some ups come out. What is he spending his money on? Currently at 300 ups. I mean, is he buying... Oh, I think he was buying the Frenzy for those Warp Zealots. The Frenzy can be really effective. I don't know if that's the correct thing to do. But then again, I'm not Ice. I'm not even going to say anything. A Blink-In by Grayson could be focusing those heroes. Instead, goes right after the high hit point Hydralisk. God, those Hydras have so many hit points. And the Commando coming in, MasterMind deciding to take the middle. Are we going to see the Odin push for position? We are. That Odin does so much damage. And bottom right saying, I want a piece of that too. EMP right in the middle of that Ghost's face. But the Ragnarok being coming down, taking out that Mando. That was so good. Is he going to say easy one more time? Because that's just so funny. The Colossus with great effectiveness, bringing his points now up to 2,468, but he's nowhere near the lead that Grayson currently has. 1,000 points, 11,000 technically ahead of them. Grayson coming out of nowhere. He used Lancers last game, and they seem to be just as effective this game. We'll see if he decides to go Marines as well. A little bit of stutter step action with this mothership and XikaR's unit. XikaR playing very well, good control. I'm just surprised, though, with this double buff hero, especially with the Mando out. That's just so ballsy. Saying, I don't care, I'm going to own this like a boss. Takes out the Mando, and that's exactly what he needs to do. If he can keep the Mando from getting a lot of money, from getting those upgrades, I mean, he's going to take away and effectively eliminate any threat. That Colossus will be able to just rake in the dough. And let's see if he is bringing out that Mando again. Yes, he is. It's currently being made right now. A lot of back and forth. Meanwhile, on the bottom, with AdolphCaesar and Grayson, a couple of those hits from the thermal lances of the Colossus. But no, big blinks by I'm Not Grayson. He doesn't want to lose any units. And Crackling's coming out. Finally, we see some Cracklings. Last game, we did not see the Crackling upgrading in Ragnarok Beam. He's being really effective with this Ragnarok Beam. Raynor, out of nowhere, being a powerhouse, but is it going to be Oh my gosh, is it going to be enough to take out these Warp Zealots? Those Warp Zealots, if they get us around on that Colossus, could completely eliminate it. What is his answer for that? I would like to see sharpshooters turn into snipers. Snipers do very well against those warplots. In fact, oh my gosh, if he warped into XikaR's units, he would probably lose all of them. And I do want to look at their upgrades real quick. He did not get the extra upgrade for that range yet. But once he does, those snipers are going to outrange anything that's currently out on the map right now. So Grayson did get the Lancer upgrade, and it just makes his army that much more powerful. We're going to see some blinks, a lot of back and forth going on between SeexySauce, but AdolphCaesar is coming around. Grayson is kind of getting surrounded. He has to be careful. He's fighting on 3 fronts. What are you doing, buddy? You got to get out of there. Lost a lot of supply from that, bringing his supply down to 282. And oh no, Ice saying, hey, I want to come around and pick off some of AdolphCaesar's units. MasterMind is going to go in. He does take an EMP to the face from that Ghost. That Mando is just getting totally trashed this game. Level 2, but just not very effective. Corruption does go down on AdolphCaesar's units. And are those Warplots going to come in? We've seen it before, guys. I think we're going to see it here. And big warp in by Ice, surrounding it. But whoa, look at this. Mini Mothership deciding to throw down a Vortex that is going to eliminate a lot of Ice's supply. There it goes. It's finally out, and now Ice will be able to finish it off. But no, instead decides to back out. And was that a mistake? Because he lost on a lot of units there. He's down to 214 respectively. Oh my gosh. That was a great play by XikaR. Excellent placement. I think making it to where they couldn't really retreat was the answer. Wow, Ice losing a lot of supply there. Now currently at 2,781. Just looking at the APM tab real quick. Oh my gosh, the average XikaR is just going crazy with 454 on average APM. Everybody else still doing pretty good within the 200 and 300 mark. I like Grayson's 333 average. Even numbers, very nice. And looking at the production tab, I don't see any special heroes coming out or anything. Everybody, though, 2 Corruptors going out. 1 for AdolphCaesar. And no, actually, the other one was taken out by Ice. Ice losing it. Did he attack his own, or did he accidentally misclick it? I did not see that. I guess I was looking at the units tab for just too long. Tunnel visioning it. I've got to keep an eye out on this minimap because there's so much back and forth. And wow, the Odin and Colossus being so effective. This is crazy. Effective as far as pushing the units back, but overall their money is not really coming up. I think that this Colossus needs to be supplemented with stronger mercenary units. We have seen before that sometimes you can go kind of all in with a hero, but a level 4 Colossus and currently a level 0 Odin. I think that's the right choice because he was able to afford Hydralisk. Big blink in by Grayson, able to eliminate the shields of the Colossus, but not quite enough, doing a lot of damage to those units. He is going to take control of the left side tower. And who else is going to take control but AdolphCaesar in the middle with that Corruptor there and his units. Goliath currently at 6 attack. Very strong, and what's even stronger is a Phoenix coming out. Let's look and see who has that Phoenix. There it is. Grayson deciding he wants a piece of the mothership. He wants a piece of the Colossus. And oh my gosh, he could even want a piece of these Ravens. Ice deciding to go double Ravens. I think he's abandoned the idea of a Corruptor for now in favor, and oh my gosh, Ice, is he going to be able to get this around? He does, but oh no, he actually decides to back out, waiting for MasterMind to get into a better position. And oh no, this Odin could be in danger if he's surrounded. SeexySauce is nowhere near his partner. What is going on? Oh my gosh, Ice is going to get the surround. Here it goes, and boom, the Ice Man coming out of nowhere, putting all these units down like they're nothing. Unreal. The corruption did go down, however, and that is going to force Ice to go back, and AdolphCaesar trying to pick off some of the units, and in fact he does. We did see the Seeker missile go down and connect with AdolphCaesar's units, but those Goliaths are so beefy, and XikaR able to take control of the middle. Grayson, how are you getting your points? Please teach me your Jedi power, sir. Again, in a position where Relic is just really down on points, but Grayson able to just keep it up. This is crazy. The micro is just, I mean, unheard of from Grayson. He's getting so much money. And XikaR deciding to try to surround the units, and I think that's going to be actually the correct thing to do. Picking them off right there with ease. XikaR, man, just being really clever with this mothership. I love it. But who's also being clever is SeexySauce. How is Raynor able to pick off so many of these hero kills? He's already picked off all of the Reapers. He picked off the Mando twice. I would just love to see these Ravens even go down. That would just be so funny. He really is bringing on the cheese with those units. But I'm really concerned about how much money overall the team has, because he is really low. Their team altogether is in last place. But also very close, though, is MasterMind and Ice. The two powerhouse teams today are actually going to be bottom right XikaR, with AdolphCaesar really making a comeback from last game, and Grayson and Relic from bottom left. So here we go. We do have a Vortex going down. And oh man, picking off a bunch of Grayson's units. Going to be picking off even more. Oh, those Vortex being so good. And whoa, actually we have a Savior coming out. Whose Savior was that? That was Grayson's, picking off a bunch of those snipers. His score just skyrocketed, now at 6,852. Really good play. So we do have up top Ice's two Ravens wanting, oh my gosh, wanting to put down the smackdown on these units with a Seeker missile. But there is no Seeker missile today, and point defense drone saving them from those volleys. That Corruptor almost killing them. And wow, Grayson is just coming out of nowhere with so much money. That Savior really was a long shot, and I don't know how worth it was. He just barely picked off units right there near the end. And oh no, we could see another Vortex go down, but actually no. XikaR decides to play a little bit more defensive. Surprising though that even with these unit combinations, he's not getting more money. That's very curious indeed. We'll see if we see a Vortex go down. I think we're going to. There it goes. A Vortex does go down. And these snipers are going to deal huge damage to the remaining units. In fact, AdolphCaesar's deciding to get a surround. He is going to surround so many units, but actually he could have been a little bit more effective with his surround. But I don't think he even needed to. Those snipers doing a lot of damage. AdolphCaesar doing a lot of damage as well. And oh my gosh, if he would have focused that Corruptor, dude, please turn around and focus the Corruptor. No, actually, those are AdolphCaesar's Corruptors. What am I talking about? Just disregard. I didn't realize that AdolphCaesar had two Corruptors out on the field. Let's take a look at the units tab. Sure enough, there they are, AdolphCaesar. We do have those two Ravens for Ice. The Commando currently at level 2. And the Phoenix currently level 1. Odin, we didn't see any upgrades last time, and sure enough, there are no upgrades. The Colossus level 4, and did he finally decide to change them up? Yes, he did decide to go Hydralisk with 2 attack. I would rather see some hit point upgrades on the Hydralisk, considering he has the Colossus. He probably doesn't even need to deal that much damage, but I think he's just getting some attack upgrades, so that way the Thermal Lance overall deals more damage. And being so aggressive with this mothership, what the? 9 attack currently. Let me just confirm this. Oh, okay, give me a unit that I can click on, buddy. Yes, 9 attack for XikaR. Whoa, out of nowhere. These guys are only at 3 attack here, 2 attack for the Goliath. I mean, Grayson is just barely pushing 8 attack, considering he's way ahead of XikaR. Wow, he's just focusing so much on those mercenary attack upgrades, and they're really paying off. I'm surprised he doesn't have more points. He just doesn't seem to have the points that he needs. And now everybody kind of at a standstill. It is totally quiet. And there is going to be lag in the stream, but I cannot fix this. I have to stream at 1080p. So if you're watching this and you're complaining about stream lag, unfortunately, I cannot help you this time. I do want to start streaming the season series for MA Masters at 1080p, and so you will experience lag if you have lesser internet at home. Sorry guys, wish I could accommodate, but unfortunately I cannot. So on the right hand side, MasterMind and AdolphCaesar are going to be going at it. And whoa, Overseer coming out. I think that's going to be either for the mothership or perhaps for these heroes at top left. I would love to see a corruption go down on the Odin. And those warp zealots able to overtake. Seeker missile goes down, connects, and wow, deals so much damage to those snipers. More so than I thought would happen. MasterMind trying to come in and clean it out. AdolphCaesar coming in. He could see a corruption down in MasterMind's units, but no, actually gets hit from the backside by Grayson. The Phoenix picking up a bunch of units. AdolphCaesar, oh no, you got to get out of there, buddy. You could get surrounded. And a Vortex goes down by XikaR. I think they're trying to hold the middle, but yes, he does actually go back. But XikaR coming in, trying to push out a little bit. There is a Ragnarok beam going down. He ends up canceling it, though. I think he was trying to focus on the Mando. Does not get the right one. Instead, ended up getting a Desi, and all the teams decide to back out for now. Warp Zealot's going in from the top tower. He is going to be attacked by the Colossus. The Colossus doing lots of damage. And whoa, a corruption going down, but a misclick. Oh no! Ice with a big misclick. He wasn't able to kill any of those units and decides to back out. I think that would have been a big play had that been able to connect. I don't think, though, he would have been able to kill just the Colossus. Probably the units around him. And while the Colossus, being extra special ballsy, wants to come out, it's almost as if he's baiting. It's almost as if he wants that thing to warp, and I think we could also see a Ragnarok beam come down. I'm pretty sure it can hit air units. I could be wrong, but he does have enough for it. And there they go. The Warp Zealots are really trying. It's like he's egging that on. This is unbelievable. I've never seen the Colossus just egg on a corruption before. And he's almost got it. I mean, he only needs about 10 more energy. Meanwhile, bottom right-hand side, AdolphCaesar is going to be fighting with Grayson. And Grayson, how are you doing it, buddy? 8,495. Overall, the team, though, I would say they are in about second place, I think bottom right overall, with 13,000. Top or bottom left has about 11,000, almost 12. So overall, bottom right taking it, taking control of the game. I think they're in first place, and really close between top left and top right. Spidervenom currently at 4,200 points. SeexySauce at 4,600 points. MasterMind at 43 and Ice at 47. So there's definitely a very more even score going on for top left and right. And just some really big extremes between Relic and Grayson. We saw that in the last game, and that was not good for them. Even though Grayson was able to have he had great control, he dealt a lot of damage. Overall, they did end up losing. And the Ragnarok beam coming down, there is going to be a warp in. Some of the units are going down. Ice able to pick off some right there, dealing lots of damage. But he does decide to back out. In fact, the Odin even decides to back out too. And I know that there's only one view because the stream is unwatchable, but I do stream now at 1080p. There really is nothing I can do about it. I'm really sorry. In fact, if you guys want to hold on just a second, I will be right back. Perhaps there's something I can do with the lag, but hold on just a second. Alright, so we are going to see if possibly I can get some of this lag under control. I am sorry, if you guys are watching at home, I will try to fix it, but overall, MA Masters will be at least in 1080p on YouTube, so you will be able to watch it there. Stay tuned, it will be released every day at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/RageSauce. If you haven't already checked it out, please do. Snipe goes down on the mothership, and the mothership is going to back out of there. Great Vortex, able to get a bunch of those units in there. In fact, Ice, it looks like he's just going to warp in, try to get a surround on the units that come out of the Vortex. And MasterMind pushing in. They're really trying to take all these units. And wow, he was able to get the surround. His points just went up by like 1,000 points. Really good victory by Ice and MasterMind, able to take out, oh wow, a bunch of AdolphCaesar's units. It looks like he just got glass cannoned, taking him down to 122 supply. And I do appreciate all these Whisper guys, but since I am trying to stream the game, let's keep the Whispers to a minimum. Like I said, I can't really do anything about the lag. There's just nothing that can be done. I would much prefer that the lag stay, whereas the actual stream itself comes out crystal clear on YouTube. It's just way better because not everybody will be able to tune in on the stream, but anybody can watch anytime on YouTube. So YouTube is just a much more powerful platform. Look, I'm really sorry, Dynamite. I wish I could say something better, but that's just how it's going to be. Lots of back and forth going on between top right and top left with SeexySauce. Spidervenom trying to push forward, but he is going to go back. These guys are being extra cheesy with the heroes. And bottom right, he's just going to have to wait forever for his supply to come up. Now currently at 3 Corruptors. Seeker Missile goes down, does connect with some of Spidervenom's units. Not quite that effective. But what is effective is SeexySauce's Colossus doing lots of splash damage on ice. And XikaR saying, hey guys, I have to pee really bad. So I don't know if they're going to pause it. SeexySauce saying, well, just go in your pants, buddy. It'll be totally cool. We all do it. Whatever. And whoa, Gravity Beam coming on for the Odin, bringing it down, and the snipe. Who picked that off? I think MasterMind picked off. Wow, great pick off by MasterMind. It looks like Grayson kind of teaming up with MasterMind almost. And ice coming in, surrounding all of Grayson's units. Oh my gosh, these Warplots are just being so effective. His score is going up exponentially, but nowhere near Grayson's. Currently breaking the 10,000. And SeexySauce and Spidervenom saying, great, we were double teamed, alright. And indeed they were, but Grayson lost a lot of units there from those Warp Zealots. So do not fear, do not fret, top left. At least Grayson was neutralized. And I think you guys are going to need it because, wow, he's just got so many points. He's being really effective with these Lancers. We saw it last game too. And I don't even know how these Lancers are doing so well. I mean, their real main focus is biological. But, oh my gosh. This is just crazy. So, again, Dynamic, I do appreciate the feedback, but there's nothing I can do. For now. Sorry, buddy. So, there is a lot of fighting going on for this top tower, and the Xel'Naga tower will be secured by ice. Currently, I wonder how much supply XikaR has. He's sitting at 500. He hasn't really been out and about. Maybe he did do it. Oh my god, Sauce, please stop whispering me. Thank you! So, we have Grayson in the middle. And XikaR is going to try to come in, see if he can possibly pick off some of Grayson's units. This could be a tense moment. He hasn't lost the mothership yet, but that Phoenix is getting up there. Guys, I love the feedback, I really do, but you can't keep whispering me in-game. Okay, so I don't mean to be rude, Dynamic, if you are watching this, I'm sorry, but I can't have you constantly whispering during the stream. I have to focus on this matchup. So right now, actually, there isn't a whole lot to focus on right now. We do have the Colossus there on the ramp, and Seeker Missiles are going to come down, picking off some of the units. And we have Grayson pushing in for middle. That Phoenix has been really effective so far. Really unfortunate that he wasn't able to get off the victory over that Odin being picked off from MasterMind. I'm pretty sure MasterMind got the money for that. And Seeker Missile still going down. SeexySauce. Oh my gosh, such a big pickoff right there. And really effective going off SeexySauce's units. And so we do have, oh yes, I'm sorry guys, if you guys happen to be watching this, please say it in the Twitch channel. The only reason why is because the whisperings can be a little bit distractive. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I love the feedback, especially if you guys are saying that you can't hear me in the audio. But if you're constantly telling me that the stream is lagging, I'm sorry. The game itself is lagging. Everything is lagging. And I do stream at 1080p for the purposes of putting it on YouTube. And yes, that is what I want to do. Don't worry about that, Dynamite Sauce. I do appreciate it. I'm going to tell you, no problem, buddy. It's okay. But I do hope that you can still stay tuned into the stream. I do want viewers for sure. It's just that making sure, unless I had like 400 or 500 viewers on the stream at one point, I really don't favor having the stream up as importantly as being able to record at full 1080p. So that way people at home, if you guys are coming home from work and you didn't have time to tune in, you will be able to at least see it on YouTube, and it'll be there forever. It's just more favorable, it's just better, and yes, unfortunately, I do prefer having the watchability on YouTube rather than the stream. So I hope that clears up any any questions about that. Again, guys, I do apologize. Hybrid Destroyer is currently at 7 attack. And Grayson, I'm surprised he's able to get so much money considering he hasn't upgraded his Lancers at all. But what he did upgrade was his Marines, currently at 7. They do have the range attack, they do have the rapid fire, and I love seeing powerful Marines out on the field. Corruption is going to go down on AdolphCaesar's units, and Ice is going to be able to get the surround. Corruptions come on also on Ice's units, so there's just corruption everywhere going on. And MasterMind is going to need to pull out for now. He lost quite a bit of supply there, but there's so many warp cells almost at a maximum supply. And wow, 13 attack for XikaR. This is incredible. And no joke about that, because he's able to come up into the 2nd place position. Looking at the points, it's so funny seeing that Grayson has 12,000 and Relic is only sitting at 4,400. What a difference. I mean, Grayson is almost triple him at this point. Actually, yeah, he pretty much is triple him. That is just insane. Not quite sure why there's such a big difference. As we know, Relic is a very powerful player. And speaking of powerful, Ice almost getting the surround on Spidervenom's units. I think that was really smart backing out there, though. And XikaR, again, he just goes back and forth, almost baits these guys in and puts down a vortex, but he's not doing it this time, and the Phoenix actually dealing a lot of damage. I'm really surprised we didn't see a vortex. Are we going to see a heal go down? He doesn't have a support tower. I think he almost should get a support tower, or at the very least a mobile medevac, or even more effectively an overseer, so that way he can put a contamination pushing out that Phoenix. He would be able to get a lot of kills there. I think his partner AdolphCaesar should get that overseer. At the very least, and it would be so effective against the other units as well. We did hear a snipe go down. Ragnarok Beam going down on the sniper, but unable to get it. I'm sorry, not sniper, commando. Corruption going down on Grayson's units. And whoa, MasterMind is there trying to deal damage, and oh my gosh, Ice almost warped into these units. And Ice at a maximum supply would have dealt huge damage. Actually, what he should do is surround Grayson. He could have got it. The corruption was there, and I think Ice even sees that. He's trying to get into position. Ragnarok Beam going down again on the commando. None able to get it. That commando is going to live for another day. But wow, I can't believe top left is able to push back Grayson and MasterMind at the same time. Ice, if he was able to get the surround though, buddy, you're going to get so much money. Oh my gosh, let's see what the ups are currently. 9 attack upgrades. They're just so big. And with all 3 of the mercenary upgrades, that's going to be huge. We do have the liftoff from the Phoenix. Graviton Beam able to lift it off, and it will go down. Great play. Relic's Crackling is actually playing a big role in that. They dealt a lot of damage. They attack so quickly. And currently 14 damage per attack. I think he does have even the speed upgrades. Yes, he does. He has all 3 of the mercenary upgrades, making them so fast. They attack like crazy. And let's just see exactly how fast they attack. 0.13, that's faster than even stemmed Marines. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, stemmed Marines, I believe, go down to 0.14? Don't quote me. It might be 0.16. Nope, they are steep. No, it's actually 0.20. Okay, so, wow, I thought they attacked way faster than that, but I guess not. 0.20 after stem. And oh no, Ice, you should not go in directly, because look, you just lost half of your supply. Oh man, that was not good. Oh, buddy. Oh, you missed out. Oh. My heart goes out to him. That was just unfortunate. I think saving all those blinks for Spidervenom's units or even SeexySauce's units would have been a much better, much more ideal thing to do. Instead, going right after Grayson with 50. I mean, he got so much money from that. He's now at 15,000, and Grayson knows it. He doesn't even care. He is pulling Assassin, blinking out with no support units, but he was luckily not Assassin and did decide to rush back out there. And he doesn't want to pull a glass cannon and lose all of those units too. I am going to keep coining these phrases, guys. You don't want to get glass cannoned, and you don't want to pull Assassin. I hope you guys love these little phrases, because I certainly do. Odin coming back on the field. The commando was taken out. I bet you that Grayson was able to blink in and take it. That explains why his points just got up so far. Currently looking, the Commando is level 2. Meanwhile, we do have the at level 4. And looking at the Odin currently at 0. I'm surprised he hasn't upgraded him. And the Colossus still at level 4. I'm not surprised that the Colossus hasn't been upgraded, because he does need to upgrade those Hydralisks. Currently at 6 attack, but I really don't think it's going to be enough when the power players have plus 13, plus 15. I mean, these guys are so strong that plus 6 is just not able to do it. I mean, look at this. Almost 50 damage coming out of the Lancers because of all the attack upgrades on the Marines, currently at 8 upgrades. So 8 each is just so powerful. And then, of course, 13 attack for the snipers for XikaR. It's no wonder that they're in first place. And you know what? If XikaR was able to engage top right and kill all those Warp Zealots, his money would go up like crazy. Here we go, 40-minute mark. Everybody does get minerals, and oh, could he be overextending this this mothership? I think he could be, because Grayson's coming around with the Phoenix. And, oh dude, you gotta get that in the middle. You are overextending it way too close to your base, and a great pickoff by Grayson. I was really worried that that was gonna happen, and sure enough, he does. Who called it, guys? That's right, Ragey Poo's got it. Alright, so we do have the Warp Zealots possibly coming around, and I don't think he should go after those snipers. He needs to back up. MasterMind is trying to push them back. Meanwhile, there is a lot of back and forth going on between the Colossus and Grayson's units. 3 Corruptors for AdolphCaesar, unable to pick off those heroes, though. I think he was trying to go for the Phoenix. The Phoenix is down, but not out. And these 2 heroes are going to be going up the ramp, trying to vie for position. But I think MasterMind's units are just a little bit too strong. They're going to be forced back. And oh no, I think you might be overextending yourself. Big blink-offs going out. Misses with the Graviton Beam. If he was able to get that, that Colossus probably would have been taken out. Meanwhile, top right, looking to try to do something. He does have an Overseer, and I think that's the correct choice. Let's see if we can see some contaminations, especially on this pesky Phoenix. I don't think he's been taken out quite yet. Now would be the time, guys. Oh my gosh, you could take it. What are you doing? But no contamination. And he would have been able to take it simply because there's creep down on the field. And because of that, everybody runs very fast. So, we've seen the Changelings work to great effect before. I love seeing Ice as Changelings. That's just so funny to watch. So, Ice killing a bunch of units with those Changelings. And we could see a Seeker Missile going down on XikaR's units, and yes, they do connect. Not that much damage, but it was good enough overall. Meanwhile, bottom left, pushing for position again. Spidervenom is going to have to back out. I don't think Spidervenom should be going after 17,000 points at all. But whoa, the Phoenix overextending themselves. And you know what? I think he accidentally attacked his own Phoenix. I think I saw the Stalkers do that. And oh no, a big misclick by Grayson. I bet she's a little upset about that. And warps right into these units. But wow, these cracklings are absorbing damage. But not enough. The supply was just overwhelming by Ice, able to take out all of Grayson's units. All but a few. He just got glass cannoned. Oh my gosh, he's down to 141 supply. And so, MasterMind, you're saying you got the Nyx. But I can't talk to him. Okay, actually I can. So I'm going to let them know that he attacked his own Nyx. And that was misclicking at its best. And he was able to kill it. Really unfortunate. But that just shows you that when you're just in the moment and you're in the game, that anything could happen. And XikaR asking, who is Ragey Poo? You're going to find out sure enough, buddy. I am Leprechaun's Smurf. I didn't even know what to say to that. The new meta. I am the new meta. Okay, I gotta get back into focus in this game. Everyone is just having way too much fun chatting back and forth. So let's get into the game and look at the score. Grayson's still so far ahead. My gosh, at 18,000 points. Second, though, will be XikaR. XikaR has been really effective with that mothership. I would even like to see it. And Graviton coming out, getting SeexySauce's Colossus. I was able to see that right at the last second. And that was a great move. That Phoenix finally being very effective. And the Blink Marines are just getting so strong. Look at that 20 attack. They do have the rapid fire upgrade, the long range upgrade. And I wonder if they have the hero upgrade. Nope, they do not have hero damage. Hero damage would be really effective. If you haven't used hero damage before, I can tell you it really is worth it. Point defense drone going down, but not quite fast enough. Losing one Raven there. And MasterMind even having 2 Ravens, so there's 4 Ravens overall if Ice decides to revive that one Raven. Graviton Beam does go down, but Ice not even caring. He runs right past that, trying to get a big surround on Relic's units. And Grayson, is this going to be enough? Gosh, I just don't know. No, in fact, he actually decides to back out. It looks like it was actually kind of an even exchange, but I think that they were just a little bit scared that AdolphCaesar would be able to come in and take control. And of course they do. XikaR getting a nice big concave around MasterMind, and AdolphCaesar pushing forward, running on that creep. That's awesome. He almost got all of those units by MasterMind. And almost even picking out a Raven too. Oh, Goliaths are very scary in the late game, especially with 10 attack ups. 4 armor is going to help. I don't think they even need armor. These guys are way ranged. Look at this. Snipers are just doing huge damage. Range 6.2. And he doesn't have prone quite yet. I've seen prone used too to great effect. But what's even more effective are the changelings. Wow, he was able to kill so many with the changelings. And the mothership is back out. AdolphCaesar caught in a Graviton Beam. I think that Phoenix does need to be careful. He could possibly lose it to a couple of volleys from the Goliaths. But wow, Grayson just now pushing the 20,000 point mark. Unbelievable. And how is Relic, his partner, his teammate? I mean, like, how do you... I guess Grayson just steals every kill, because he's currently in last place right now. And we've seen Relic play before. Relic is a great ally to have. He's really strong. He must just be deciding to go all support, because really not able to make a whole lot of money. In fact, I would like to see less damage from the crackling, way more armor. That would be way more effective. It possibly would have even been better to go tankling. I'm really surprised that he decided to go crackling. I do love cracklings. I think they're great, really effective against Goliaths. And yes, you would go for attack, but in this situation, I feel almost that he doesn't need to have attack, but instead should have the armor. That way Grayson has a little bit of a meat shield, and that way when Ice decides to go around them, those heavy armor cracklings that come out so fast from that spawn will be able to protect the units, and it's just going to make Grayson way more stronger. Another Graviton Beam coming out, and wow, with ease takes out SeexySauce's units. My gosh, those Lancers and Marines are so strong. I can't believe it. 22 attack for the Marines. And SeexySauce saying, yep, I just feed Kim. And sure enough, you do. He's saying, my bad. Yep, you are just feed. But I think everybody is going to be just feed. And look at this. See, AdolphCaesar able to push in. But you got to move back so that the cracklings can at least get out front. Move a little bit. What are you doing? Oh, you don't want to get in front of those units and not have the cracklings be able to get out in front, because look what happens. Grayson losing way more than he should have. I heard more changelings, and there they go. They did explode over here. And look at this. He rushes towards the base of AdolphCaesar. Lots of turrets thrown down, but unable to secure the kill there. Lots of secret missiles going down. They do kill a few. Oh, actually more than a few. Picking off about 9 or 10 of those snipers, and more going down. Oh no, losing about 8 or 9 again. Really good pickoffs by Ice. And the quad Raven is doing really well, surprisingly, but just not able to do enough to really put them in any sort of lead. In fact, Ice, I don't know how he does it, comes out of nowhere. And he's now fighting for second place, currently is at second place. nowhere near the amount of Grayson. Oh my gosh, Grayson now at 2,300. This is insane. 23,000. Excuse me, I am making mistakes in my math. I should go back to school. 2,300. No way would anybody be able to win this match right now with 2,300. And Overcharge coming in. It looks like he's trying to focus the Colossus, but no, in fact, actually Goliaths come in, push them back. But we could see the blink in from Grayson. No, he decides to ignore the hero for now. I don't think he should. We've seen him with that before, big blink-ins, and he's able to get it. I think he could be waiting for the Phoenix. Is he currently reviving it? No, actually he's not. Maybe he's decided he doesn't even need the Phoenix. He's just going to rely on pure blink-ins alone, and that is going to allow him to focus more of the micro on the Marines. Let's just hope that he doesn't pull Assassin and blinks in without having at least some of those cracklings up front. And actually, I would like... Reading my mind, I was just about to say that I would like to see Temple Zealots, and sure enough, there they are, right before my very eyes. Temple Zealots coming out, and I think that's the correct choice. Big Seeker missiles going off on SeexySauce's units, and we are at the 50-minute mark, folks. Here we go. Are we going to see a team eliminated before SD? If I was to vote, I would say that probably Spidervenom and SeexySauce are kind of in a little bit of a pickle. If top right and bottom left decided to gang up a little bit, they could eliminate SeexySauce and Spidervenom. Do have to be careful, though, of bottom right. AdolphCaesar and XikaR combined have a very strong total of about 26,000 points, where bottom left is at about 30,000, so really not that far behind. We could see bottom right really take it back because Relic is just unable to keep up. And that's what we saw in the previous game, where MasterMind and Ice were able to just come out of nowhere and pick off Grayson, who had a dominating lead. And XikaR now trying to come in, and he's picking off so many of Ice's units. Ice, you got to get out of there. AdolphCaesar picking off the units now as well. Oh my gosh, bottom right, able to take control of the middle. Ice did get a lot of money for that, but losing so many units, I don't think that was correct. And the Changelings still trying to do a lot of damage, and they do in fact deal a lot of damage. Corruption going down on SeexySauce. Is he going to lose his Colossus? He does! The Colossus goes down. AdolphCaesar is going to get so many points for that now at 14,000. Really fighting for second place. Ice just closely in second for now, with a lead of about 8. 8 points so far. Really, that's the only difference in his score. Wow, that's really close. And looking at third place, technically, would be MasterMind and Ice, and in fourth place, SeexySauce. They're actually not too far behind, but considering Grayson's just unbelievable 25,000 points, he's so strong, especially now that he just went Temple Zealots. And in fact, I almost think that the Cracklings need to get out of the way. Or at the very least, they need to be up front. And I think shared control now is happening by Grayson. I think Relic isn't even trying to play. And that could be the case. Maybe that's why he's not doing so good. And that's exactly what he needs to do. I want to see more hit point upgrades. I want to see more armor upgrades. Yes, they are Cracklings. They do well with attack. But for the purposes that you're using them for, just up the armor. That's really the only way you're going to make them any much effective, or anywhere close to being effective. And here we go, back and forth at the left side tower. The Phoenix is now back out, and wow, those Temple Zealots are just going to be so good, absorbing everything. And now the Crackling's finally being a little bit effective, and Goliath's being raised by the Phoenix. There's a little bit of back and forth. Meanwhile, over on the right side, some Seeker missiles do go down, taking out some of those snipers. And AdolphCaesar just sitting there, biding his time. He's got a good supply build-up. He's now currently at 800, and I've said it before, guys, if you are at 800, get your units out there. Don't just sit there and wait a minute. What's going on? Is he AFK? Because he's not moving his units at all, and oh no, he's being overtaken by Grayson. Dude, you got to get out of there, buddy. Wake up. And there he goes. He's finally in it. I think he was just taking like a quick break or something. Oh, losing a fair amount of supply now to 500 from 800. So losing about 250 supply there. Oh no, I think that was just... He must have just stopped looking at the screen for 2 seconds. Maybe maybe his cat just caught on fire or something like that. We've heard that before. And just, wow, unbelievable. And no, AdolphCaesar, you could get surrounded again. Grayson taking that powerful position in the middle. He's actually pushing back both teams from bottom right and top right. And with 3 corruptors for XikaR, I think we should see some corruptions. I would love to see corruptions, especially on the Warp Zealots, and some more of those changelings working to great effect. And he's just been so effective with this mothership. This is really impressive, guys. If you're watching this at home, this is something that you should be focusing on. Using the mothership, this is a great support unit. Even getting 3 armor on it. You don't really have to do anything except have your units stay invisible, and it forces the opponents to micro with using scans from their tower, having to deal with the vortex. And look at this, it completely eliminates any threat from the left side, allowing them to escape. And the escape they need to do because MasterMind trying to surround some Seeker missiles going down. We could even see some changelings coming in. I don't hear them, but they have been coming in left and right. And there we go, Grayson is now back. Are we going to see him go into another vortex? That Phoenix wants to get his piece on that mini mothership. Meanwhile, there is some back and forth going on between Ice and Spidervenom for that top tower. A little bit of back and forth is good because both MasterMind and Ice are a little bit low on the points, at least relative to bottom left and right. Currently, the powerhouses, I think bottom right though, I mean combined total they're at 30,000. And Grayson is at about, let's see, 32. I would say they're about 32, almost 33,000. So not that big of a lead, respectively. I think bottom right is still pulling ahead, and Grayson, even though he is a bit of a threat for the weaker units like for Spidervenom, SeexySauce, things like that, I don't think he's going to be able to contend with bottom right. I think together as a team, they're really doing it, really making it happen, and they could win this one. Which must be really upsetting for Grayson because he's fighting so hard and doing so well right now. But AdolphCaesar keeping his supply up, and XikaR also keeping the supply up very well. XikaR just really pulling ahead in this game. He's doing so well. And sure enough, I mean, this is why he's so high on the leaderboards on Gum Stats. I mean, he's doing so well, just controlling everything very well. A very powerful TryHrd indeed. And Grayson, oh my gosh, he wants this so bad. Phoenix currently at level 4. Let's take a look at the unit stat. I haven't looked in a while. I'm curious to see. The Phoenix is currently at level 4. The Odin still at level... Oh no, he's actually level 3. It looked like a 0. I was actually looking at the O in the Odin. And there should be... No, I guess not. There should be a Mando. Huh, it must have been taken out. So no more Mando. But if the Mando does come back out, hopefully my eyes will let me know so I can take a look and see what level it is. I think a Mando would be really good to have. But with no Mando coming back out, that's just really unfortunate. And I think it was Ice or no, it was actually MasterMind that had that Mando. MasterMind currently at 9 attack with the Destroyers, 12 attack for these Warp Zealots. Spidervenom's currently at 9 attack, and look at this, bottom right and left going right at it. A Vortex does go down, Corruption goes down on Grayson's units, and I think we need to see more Corruption from AdolphCaesar. Once this Vortex though pops, he is going to surround the units, and there we go, we do see the surround. Grayson going to lose a bunch of units here, and that's going to be a big pickoff. See, again, Grayson does have way powerful units. He is currently in the lead in points, but overall, Caesar and XikaR, I think, are just going to be able to take it. And MasterMind dealing a lot of damage to these units. I think pretty much top left units are feed at this point. Even the Colossus not able to do a whole lot of damage, still stuck at level 4. With only one upgrade on the Thermal Lance, just not very effective. Ice coming in, surrounding Grayson's units. And oh my gosh, we've been seeing this time and time again. Grayson getting surrounded constantly. And whoa, a big pickup from Ice. Grayson, you got to be careful, buddy. You are in the lead, but you got to be careful of bottom right and now even top right. If he can keep these warp lots in big supply, which he is, he's definitely going to be a threat. And Corruption goes down, taking out the Overseer. but not before losing all 3 of those Corruptors, almost getting this Raven, though, and he does get the Raven right at the last second. That was a good pick off by Spidervenom. I mean, Spidervenom will be really happy about that, at least able to pick off something, considering their points are unbelievably low right now. And oh no, a lot of volleys coming off from AdolphCaesar. Is he going to be able to pick off the Raven? The Raven is so low on hit points, and sure enough, it goes down. Oh my gosh, a big pick off. Oh, Ice is just hurting right now, losing an Overseer and 2 Ravens so far. Vortex is going to go down. MasterMind doesn't really know what to do. He is going to wait a little bit for that Vortex to come back. He does have some units stuck in there. And there we go. And the Colossus running out, being all chibi on us. If you guys remember Chibi Colossus, that thing was super fast, and that's exactly what it looked like. Really fast, really high attack, and oh my gosh, he could focus it down. Is the Overseer going to corrupt? No, it doesn't have the energy. I almost said mana there. I'm not really quite sure what game I was thinking of right there. Energy, gotta remember, StarCraft world, everybody uses energy, but what did get picked off was Grayson, able to pick off the Colossus, and he might just end it here. He might go in. Savior coming out from Spidervenom, able to pick off a few units right at the last minute, but it's not enough. It was kind of a waste. Oh no. Missing so much there. Bottom right coming around the backside. Almost surrounding Grayson, but no, actually backs out right at the last minute, so instead takes control of the center. And I think that's the right thing to do, because we're going to see SD in about 5 seconds. Vortex going down. He wants to kill as many units as possible, and here we go. This is where it's really going to make a difference, guys. I'm not sure who's going to win. My favorite is going to be bottom right to win. I think bottom right could have it. In fact, even MasterMind doing very well. And oh my gosh, the Warp Lot's coming in, wasting no time. Ice is going to get so much money. SeexySauce calling them out. Yeah, you guys are... There you go. And is he going to be able to get it out in time, though? I don't think he's going to be able to get it on time. Grayson is coming out, but Grayson has to be careful from being rushed from bottom right. Grayson going full in. Is this going to be enough to take it out? Will Ice be able to get it? No. In fact, he's losing so many of these units. Oh no, this could be a big mistake, because now bottom right could go into the base. If only he has to scan. Does he know that there's nobody in the base? And Grayson with a big pick off, his score is going up 31,000. Oh my gosh. He is currently now in a huge lead from everyone else. This could be it, guys. I think that picking off that base just set Grayson. Well, oh my gosh, is the supply going to be enough? At any point, AdolphCaesar and XikaR could go up top right. Even just AdolphCaesar's units alone could be enough, but instead they have decided to fight for the towers and just try to go for that 400 minerals per second. And a little bit of BM going back and forth between Spidervenom and SeexySauce about MasterMind possibly not winning. But looking at the score, they're actually not doing too bad at all. I mean, they could possibly take this. And Spidervenom saying, off to Ragey Streams. Spider, if you're going to watch it, I really hope that the stream doesn't lag too much. There was a little bit of whispers coming that the stream is a little bit powerful, and that's because I did decide to stream at 1080p. But hopefully it will be just fine, and you'll be able to watch the end of the game. They did try to troll, and I think they did a really good job, but it just wasn't enough in the end. And oh no, we got a little bit of lag from Ice. No, Ice, don't leave, buddy. What is going on? And I think just when the guys were leaving, it lagged just a little bit for Ice, but luckily he was able to stay in the game. Current supply 370. AdolphCaesar at 480, but keeping it real is XikaR at max supply, and so is Grayson, and oh no. Caesar, you gotta go and help your buddy out. Vortex, though, cutting that supply down tremendously, at least in half, and I think there's even a limit to how much Vortex that can take. That has 400 supply in it currently. There's such a big battle between XikaR, and I actually think XikaR is coming ahead in this because of that Vortex. Taking out so many units, but oh no, now the units are back out for Grayson, and look at this, they are going to be running in. Secret missiles are going down. The mothership is so close to being destroyed. XikaR is losing a ton of units. Oh no, I think that they've taken out all of XikaR's units, and that could spell big trouble for XikaR. Taking a look, he's at 223 supply. He just got glass cannoned. Oh no, he was surrounded by Grayson. Wow, just able to do so much damage. And I don't know, guys. I mean, just altogether, bottom right does have the power to take the middle and keep the control, especially with that Vortex cutting supply from Grayson in half. But Grayson just has so much money. And now he has control of the middle. He has control of the bottom tower and the left side tower. And I just don't know. I mean, it's anybody's game at this point. Really, there's two powerhouses going on, top right and bottom right, where their total supply is strong enough to take on Grayson, because Grayson does have a little bit of a handicap with Relic unable to stay very much into this game. He is controlling both units at this time. And again, we're not seeing any upgrades as far as armor is concerned for the Cracklings, and I think that would be much more effective, so that way the Marines can do the damage that they need to. But luckily we do have 6 ups and a lot of hit point ups for those Temple Zealots. Oh my gosh, that's so many hit points up. A blink in, he just kind of assassined it a little bit, but I think it's working because he's taking out so many of MasterMind's units. He does have like 5 or 6 Temple Zealots right out front. So he didn't do a full assassin, but I mean, it was pretty much assassin. Let's just be real. And this Phoenix, there was a corruption that went down on it, but it didn't die. And a heal coming out, Ice able to heal that Raven right in time, and even Relic coming out with his own Overseer able to heal that Phoenix. And wow, so much micro, so much back and forth. Caesar even deciding to go for his Marines, and there we go. We have 20 attack Marines. Looking at Grayson's though, oh my gosh, 28 attack and 34 to heroic. The double Ravens though, is this going to be effective? Is this going to be enough? And oh no, Ice lagging again. Ice currently at 20,000. I don't know how Ice is just able to come out of nowhere. He does this so many times, and he surprises me each time that he does it. So now, my favorite to win, which was bottom right, looks like they might even be kind of shut out a little bit by these Warp Zealots from Ice. They're being so strong. Currently at almost 600 supply. MasterMind with 400 supply, but right now I think bottom right does have the larger supply. Red is almost currently maxed, and really when it's a maxed army with Grayson, I think that bottom right is still more powerful because of that Vortex. That Vortex is able to cut the army in half if they walk into it. We do see some changelings going off to try to fight for the tower, for top tower. Right tower is controlled currently by Ice. And so right now Grayson is getting 400 minerals. I think actually he does need to go up the ramp a little bit more. I think you need to be at least within the circle or somewhere near it in order to get the middle money. Don't quote me on that though, I'm not the developer. So if you happen to work on Marine Arena, let me know exactly where you need to be and if you need to be within these lines or if they're just cosmetic. They could be both. They could be cosmetic and have a meaning. Who knows? And here we go. Oh, so many back and forths. I think bottom right is kind of being squished here. Grayson deciding to get the surround. Scans are going down. XikaR, he's got to be careful. The Vortex goes down, but I don't think he Vortexed the right spot. And oh my gosh, XikaR losing the mothership. The units are now revealed and the supply is dwindling. Oh no, they're both at 300 supply. Grayson currently at 512. And Ice coming out of nowhere. He's going to get all of Grayson's units. Grayson, you got to get out of there. Grayson's units are back. He's now at 400 supply out of the Vortex. And Ice, you got to be or Grayson, you got to be careful, because if you are stuck in that Vortex, you're not going to be able to use your army ineffective. Will they become? Yes, they will. I'm totally talking like Yoda. But they will become ineffective. A little dyslexic there. I apologize for the viewers at home, but you know exactly what I meant, and I know what I meant too. Wow, Grayson, 37,000. He's dealing so much damage. Surprisingly effective. There's still so much back and forth going on. Oh my gosh, I mean, I don't know how MasterMind and Ice are going to be able to do it unless they just wait for engagements from Adolph and XikaR. XikaR, I'm begging you, get another mothership. You're being so effective with those vortexes. I want to see more of them. Please bring out more of the vortexes. Those are great. I mean, really, this whole game he's only lost motherships 2 times. And if you can only lose 2 motherships within an hour and 10 minutes, I think that's pretty good considering all the anti-air that was out on the field. So here we go. This could be the battle. Oh no, MasterMind could get the surround on Grayson. He is going after the Overseer, and no, Grayson could be overextending himself. Graviton Beam coming down. Grayson's Phoenix could be taken out here. They decide to back out. And Grayson, wow, surprisingly getting a little bit of a surround with Relic's units. And these so strong, taking out a lot of XikaR supply, going down to 250. Big blinking by Ice. Could he oh my god, could he take out all of his supply? Oh no, Relic is really low. They're throwing down a bunch of the turrets because this could be disastrous for Grayson. All of his units were taken out. Currently down to 146 supply. You just got glass cannon, son. And wow, MasterMind out of nowhere, they can do it. Oh my god, guys, go in. Go into that base. I think you could do it. Bottom right has units, but they're so slow. I think you guys could do so much damage. Destroy all base ability, and oh no, all those turrets were taken out. Top right, they could go for it. Force fields are down. The anti-unit towers, 2 anti-unit towers. Oh, that could be so strong. We do have a few Banelings. He's got to watch out for AdolphCaesar. He could come around the backside. And, wow, I think they're going to have to back out for now. Blinking by AdolphCaesar, but he just totally assassined it. That was assassin right there. He blinked in with absolutely no units in front and lost. A really big supply. He's down to 370. Oh, no. Oh no, this is just crazy. And XikaR now with 532 supply, he could push, he could make something happen. His units are just so strong. Oh my gosh, sniper rifle doing 40 damage every hit and 380 hit points. They're so powerful, especially with that mothership. But what is super strong is Ice as well with 15 ups and 7 armor. I love seeing armor on warp zealots. It makes him so effective. MasterMind, is he going to be able to hold middle? An overcharge does come out. So much back and forth, and a big warp in by Ice. Secret missiles going down, taking a bunch of Caesar's units out. Currently down to 207 supply, 277. And I think that was a big play by Ice. Wow, 650 supply total. And oh no, are we going to see the huge surround coming in the middle? I think if if Grayson loses the units here, this could be big trouble. It could be big trouble, and it could be going down right here, right now. They're really trying to push for middle. MasterMind holding it. What is Ice going to do? Is he going to be able to get it? Oh, that Phoenix is so low, too. I bet you as soon as they kill that Phoenix, because the corruption could possibly go down. Oh, my gosh. This is intense. Who's going to win this battle? A big warp-in by Ice. Oh, my gosh. Are they going to be able to do it? Are they going to be able to kill all of Grayson's units? Secret missiles going down. The Phoenix ineffective. The Phoenix does get hit by Seeker missiles. I'm holding my breath, guys. I'm really sorry. Oh, wow. What a back and forth, and look at this. XikaR and Caesar just sitting back going, okay, if you guys want to fight, whatever, you know, I don't even give a crap. Now taking middle. That was actually kind of a smart play, deciding not to get back and forth. And wow, I think almost that top right was the loser of that fight. Simply because Grayson is able to rebuild his supplies so quickly with these cracklings. He just has an overall bigger supply, I feel, against Ice. MasterMind does have 400 supply currently, though, with the destroyers, and those destroyers are deadly. So gosh, I don't know. I guess if he destroyed more destroyers, I would say top right, but actually looking at it, I think overall they did quite well. But they lost so much supply. I mean, he was almost at max supply with these warp lots. Secret missile coming down, killing some of Caesar's units, but really not very much. And a stim goes off for XikaR. Phoenix does get a graviton beam. He does push them back. Is it enough, though? I mean, he's kind of fighting against 1,200 supply against his measly 400. I think I'm surprised he's able even to push him back. Grayson currently at 41,932. Bottom right, close second, though. Actually, top right, sorry. You know, technically top right isn't first. If you look at the scores, oh no, they're not first. Sorry. 53,000 overall for bottom left. Second would be top right at 44,000. Bottom right currently at 40,000. Combined total score. I guess I was just so used to Relic only having like 200 points the entire game. He's now finally building up a little bit of supply because they're able to take both towers, and their minerals are really getting buffed because they're holding middle to great effect. That Phoenix also being effective too. Warping by Ice, I think that was a little premature. He is going to back out for now. Still some back and forth going off in the tower. And meanwhile, there are some changelings, I think, going down. Or possibly the Rebellions. No, that sounded like changelings. And here we go. Overcharge from MasterMind, trying to get a surround on Grayson. Grayson is going to back out. And no, in fact, he decides to fight MasterMind head on. And I think that might be a little bit of a mistake. He has to be careful not to lose his supply here, which he very well could do if he's not careful. We saw him almost lose it once. And top right doing the correct choice, almost going into the base and killing. I think if the Warp Zealots would have been able to warp around the barriers, probably could have killed him. I'm curious to see how that would play out if anybody wants to save a replay of this and inject themselves into the game just to kind of see, because you can do that now with replays. I would be interesting to see if they would be able to take him out. That would be really interesting indeed. So SeeKR missiles coming down a little bit on Grayson. A Blinken trying to get that Raven, but unable to get it. XikaR could be coming in the middle. And there is a fight back and forth from Caesar to get the right side tower. We'll see if Ice decides to blink in and kill off those remaining Marines. Yes, he does. Able to kill those. He gets out, losing minimal amount of Zealots. But SeeKR missiles do come down and connect with Caesar's units. Phoenix being a little bit risky going in, trying to kill some of MasterMind's destroyers. And we have the overcharge coming out from MasterMind, killing off some of the Temple Zealots. Not much though. Wow, those Temple Zealots are so beefy. And in case you guys are watching at home, getting armor does make them stronger. If you look, it takes the overall... Here's how the hardened shields work, guys. There's no crazy math involved. They literally tell you right here. You take the overall damage that the unit gets minus what that unit's damage is from the armor. Then you times that entire amount by 20%, and that's the reduction, and then they add +5 to that. So if you are using Temple Zealots, you don't get only hit points. It's not an automatic 80%. You need to get armor. And that's exactly what Grayson is doing, and that's why they're able to tank so well, is because of those armor buffs. Seriously guys, if you think that hit points are the only way to do it, just to boost the amount of shields that you get, you're in for a world of hurt. You need armor, you need to be able to reduce that damage, and that's how it's done. So here we go. Oh no, I think Grayson could be overextending himself. He's fighting both top right and bottom left at the same time, and sure enough, Grayson does need to go out. Oh my gosh, his supply getting really low, at least for Relic. Grayson's still holding on at 700 supply. And wow, that could have been disastrous. Currently almost full supply is MasterMind, but who isn't at max supply is Ice. No, actually he is. Oh, he's got a bunch of Devil Dogs. Wow, this is just so crazy. I can't believe he's switching to Devil Dogs. And I think that's going to be really effective against Grayson. I'm almost surprised that he switched, though. I think he should have stuck with Warp Zealots. Those Warp Zealots have been very effective. We'll see if the Devil Dogs are going to be it. Does he have the upgrades? Yes, he does. He has full upgrades for those Devil Dogs. And I think he knows, he can just tell that the Temple Zealots are just so beefy. Sure enough, there we go. More Protoss armor. 19 armor. So that's going to be, well, I'm sorry, 17.5 for the actual shield itself. So it's reducing the overall damage that the shield is taking, then multiplying it by 20 and adding 5 to it. And that's why these shields are able to last for so long, especially 280's worth. That is a lot of shield to get through before. I mean, that's absorbing a lot of damage. So guys, if you're watching at home, get armor, because look at how good that they're doing. If they're able to take on a blast from 56 damage, or at the very least 49, then you're doing it right, and that's exactly what's happening. A little bit of back and forth. The Warp Zealots are going to go after AdolphCaesar's Marines. MasterMind still trying to make something happen. I'm surprised that Grayson is able to stay into this. Currently at 46, 229. And this is going to go almost to the hour and 20-minute mark. So, I mean, right now it's still anyone's game. Nothing spectacular has happened yet. The Warp Zealots do go in, and I think he's just trying to remove a little bit of supply and do a little bit of damage. And Grayson trying to go in and get some damage here too. Could the Phoenix pick off the Raven? No, transfuses do go down. Able to heal it just in time, and XikaR trying to upgrade his units there. We'll see if he was able to get the upgrade. No, I think he was trying to possibly buy the Rapid Fire. He doesn't even have Rapid Fire yet, which he needs to get. I'm surprised he doesn't have Rapid Fire. And there we go. The Devil Dogs are out. And I've seen him with Devil Dogs before. We played a game, and he used Devil Dogs to great effect. And so that's just going to be so powerful, especially since there's cracklings also for bottom left. I mean, the Devil Dogs hard counter both of the units for Grayson. I think that was an excellent choice, and he waited till the absolute last minute to get this upgrade change. And let's see exactly how effective it is. So far, not so much, actually. Wow, surprising. He was able to plow right through that. I mean, Relic did lose a lot of supply. He is currently down to 171. But Grayson not really losing a whole bunch. But now he did. Oh no, he's down to 400 supply. That second time, did a bunch of damage. Whew, those guys attack really quick. At 28 damage, I mean, he's attacking just as fast as normal Marines. And it's doing just tons of splash damage. Whoa! What is... Relic coming out with a Honey Badger, currently level 2. I think, actually, he could have waited a little bit longer to reveal that Honey Badger. But now, the bottom right Marines are not going to be that effective. And, you know, I'm a little bit torn, guys, because anytime that you go... for SD, I feel that getting Marines is the right way to go, because if you just go pure Merc heavy, rebuilding your supply just takes so long. So you're at a disadvantage, whereas bottom left, he's got 2 supply buildings going. He's able to get up to max supply at half the time. So I think MasterMind would be smarter getting upgrades, and maybe he is. I mean, I don't see a Marine out at all, but he did just go to this arena shop. Could have possibly bought some Marine upgrades. Let's see if I can even see. No, I can't see any of the upgrades. Yeah, I actually don't think he is upgrading anything currently, but I should be able to see. Nope, I can't see that either. So never mind, disregard. We did hear some changelings go down. I'm not quite sure who they killed. I was too busy tinkering around with other things. Currently at an hour and 20 minutes in. Now this is Marine Arena game time. It's not real time. So it is a little bit quicker overall. So total time is probably closer to around maybe an hour or so of total actual gameplay. So if you guys have sticked around, thank you so much. It's now an hour in, and these guys are still at it. They're still fighting. They're still going so strong. MasterMind is going to need to back out, though. This Honey Badger trying to push in, and no Guardian Shield, though. Those hybrid destroyers are so powerful, though. They're doing so much damage. Equally as powerful, though, are these Marines, and AdolphCaesar could possibly go around the backside. Oh, I would love to see some shenanigans happen here. If both XikaR and AdolphCaesar decide to go around the backside when they're not looking, I mean, they could do some serious damage to Grayson. Grayson now having to split his army, and I don't think that's going to be the right choice, especially with these Devil Dogs here doing a ton of damage to Relic. But wow, I mean, the units are so strong that they're even taking out the Devil Dogs. I think almost switching to Devil Dogs might not have been the right choice, because the Devil Dogs are not able to win it. This is just crazy. 49,000 currently for Grayson, 14,000 for Relic. So overall, they're at about 70,000 total as far as points goes. If 50 plus 10, 60. Oh no, I'm sorry, they're at 64,000 total. Whereas the other teams are now starting to get a little bit winded out. Ice and MasterMind currently at 56,000, where Adolf and XikaR, my favorites to win, are currently in last place. So I'm glad I didn't bet on that pony. But you know, anything can go, guys. It's really anyone's game. In fact, MasterMind coming in, Seeker missiles going down, picking off a bunch of those Marines. Is MasterMind able to do it? I would love to see those Devil Dogs getting in front, but I think MasterMind was able to do it just by himself, taking out a bunch of XikaR's supply. Oh man, almost getting glass cannoned. He's got to be careful. His supply could dwindle down in the hundreds, and you don't want to get glass cannoned, guys. Turrets going down, and I think turrets are really excellent to have in the late game, especially putting them down in the middle like that. But Graviton Beam trying to eliminate them, and wow, the splash damage area is just so crazy for the Phoenix. Did you guys see that? That was nuts. Changeling is going to take a few of Grayson's units there. Phoenix trying to move into position, and there we go. Graviton Cannon coming down on the auto turrets. He's going to stem in. He's jumping in. Will be able to take the middle. Grayson, great play. Guardian Shield. That Guardian Shield is just so OP. I'm really glad we're seeing a Honey Badger right now, because that is just so powerful. So we'll see how this turns out, guys. I mean, stay tuned. What do you think? Write in the chat channel. If you guys are watching this and it's not too laggy, let me know in the chat channel who you think is going to win. Is it going to be Grayson and Relic? Could it be MasterMind possibly? MasterMind's Decies are pretty strong, 6 ups. For defense, lots of hit point upgrades, and currently almost 60 attack. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of attack. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And I think I know why it was so laggy for you guys. I really apologize. Oh no, I was playing a video. Shoot. Oh, I apologize, guys. I don't know if you can hear me right now. I'm not in-game watching. But that should eliminate a lot of the lag. I really apologize. I forgot that I still had the video open that I edited. Oh no. That was horrible of me. I do apologize. I should have alt-tabbed earlier. You guys have stuck around for so long watching. Let me know if the lag is better. Let me know if the lag is better though, guys. I'm sorry about that. Playing that other video could have possibly taken a little bit of bandwidth. So it should be a lot better. In fact, I think the game is even running better. I am so sorry. Wow, that was just silly of me. Gotta remember to close all of the editing stuff. So let's get back into the game. Honey Badger was taken out in that time that I alt-tabbed. And looking at supply, bottom right does have about 12 in total, and top right at about 12 in total. Bottom left deciding to go Reavers. This is... Wait a minute. Whoa. That's going to be interesting, going Reaver in favor. I think he's just trying to counter the Devil Dogs, and yeah, that's going to... it's going to hurt for sure. But I think Devil Dogs, even against Reavers, still do a good amount of damage. I mean, look at this. Yeah, I don't know if that was the correct choice. I think even having the Temples was the stronger choice. Currently at 880 life. Oh my gosh, that's so much life. But we'll see how this turns out. I mean, the Reaver... I'm totally torn. I'm not sure, guys, if this is going to be the right decision. I mean, because as it says, the Devil Dogs is good against Goliath, and yes, most melee are melee, and Reavers, they do fit that category. They are melee, and they do a lot of damage, especially splash damage. And wow, I don't think the Reavers was the correct choice. I mean, that is a lot of armor, though. 30 armor in total. But the Temple Zealots had about 20 armor anyways, so the Reaver armor really wasn't that important. Perhaps the hit points will be, though, and we will see. I mean, they will definitely be effective against the Marines. No doubt about it. The Temple Zealots are not that effective against Marines, but against Temple Zealots against Reavers for sure. They are very effective against Marines. So at least bottom right does have to contend with that. But they do have Goliaths, and Goliaths do extra damage to the massive units. So we'll see what top right decides to do. Is he going to stick with Devil Dogs? Wow, 10 armor for those Devil Dogs. I would love to see maybe some Goliaths come out, or even some air. That would be really interesting to see out of ice. It'd be funny if he went mutas. Yeah, just go muta, buddy. He'll be able to take out anything. I've seen his muta play before, and it is special. But yeah, mass Reavers could be effective. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm just holding my breath. I'm not quite sure. Corruption does go down on the Phoenix. Some snipes. Did he really revive it? Yes, he did. Revives the Commando, currently level 6. He has a few more levels before he can get to that Spectre. Wow, my mind went blank for just a second. Seeker missiles going down, does connect. And XikaR asking, do you have enough armor? Seriously? Wow, almost 30 armor. And in fact, I've actually seen higher armor on Reavers. But I think that was before the nerf. They did recently get a nerf. And oh no, Grayson, I think he was typing. He was not paying attention. And now he is going to fight. He's staying really high in supply, though, surprisingly. 740 supply. And did that Phoenix overextend itself? A snipe does go down, bringing it almost to half hit points. And there we go. There is some fighting back and forth. Honey Badger is corrupted. A Guardian Shield earlier would have been way more effective. And Grayson fighting two fronts right now. Grayson, you got to get your units back on that side. There we go. And you got to get more hybrid Reavers. There's so many Reavers sitting back at base with Cracklings. You know, in fact, it would be funny if the Cracklings were switched to Reavers as well. That would just be super funny. Or at least if one of them switched now to 10 attacks. Seriously? Seriously, buddy? You don't need attack. Oh my gosh, not even listening. So Grayson has the range damage with his Marines. If you're his partner, don't go attack ups for Cracklings. Yes, Cracklings are great. You do want to do damage. But get some armor, buddy. Get some hit points. Make them a little bit more effective. Make them a little more tanky for Grayson. I'm surprised that he doesn't do that. The Phoenix able to pick off a Raven there. So top right deciding to go double Raven again. They do have the Mando. They're really trying to pull out all the stops here. Currently at 400 supply. And yeah, 400 supply both in total, and Grayson able to keep his supply up. I think those Reavers are actually being really effective. Bottom right is currently at 500 and 800 supply, and there we go. There's the Spectre coming out. That is going to take a while to morph. 75 in-game seconds. And so because it is going to take a little bit of time, I think Grayson is going at it. Finally, Guardian Shield comes out. I think the Guardian Shield earlier would have been more effective. He does need to re-stim again, and is he going to go all out? It looks like top right deciding to come in, but I think their supply is just so low. And look at this, able to run right through those shields. And we could see the end for XikaR and AdolphCaesar. A great game. I really thought you guys were going to be able to do it. For the longest time, you guys definitely had a total amount of points, but oh no, just in the end couldn't do it. And I'm surprised I didn't see a planetary for XikaR. That was really interesting. And so there we go, and saying the F word indeed. GG by XikaR. A little bit of an upset. They were my favorite to win, and unfortunately just unable to do it. A Blinken could spell trouble for Ice. That Phoenix is taking out the Raven, takes out the... Oh my gosh. It could just be a clean sweep. Grayson was able to do it. Unbelievable. And I am just going to kind of give him the plug so that he knows that this is streamed. And GG, unbelievable. Those Reavers turning out to be exactly what they needed, able to run through those shields. That's really funny. And wow, Grayson Unbelievable. Just able to pick it up right there at the end of the game. There you have it. Your winners are TryHrd, Imnotgrayson, and TryHrd Relic. Congratulations to you guys. What a matchup that turned out to be. I am Easy Mode's RageyPoo, and RageyPoo just loved casting this. This was incredible. And I just want to remind you guys to set your opponents to easy mode. Thank you. This was my time, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time.